Everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a showdown between the 50-30-20 method of budgeting and the zero-based budget to see which one is best for whom. So the 50-30-20 was really popularized by this guy called Ramit Sethi, who wrote a book, How to Live a Rich Life or something like that. Anyway, so the 50-30-20 works like this. You take your salary or your income and you see 50% of the income must be allocated to the boring stuff, the everyday stuff, the rent, the groceries, the petrol, the things that you have to pay for, the insurances, things like that. It's things that you have to do, which is why I call it have to. It's also boring because it's things that you have to do. It's not the fun stuff. Then 30% of the budget or 30% of that income can go to fun stuff. That is traveling or saving for travel. That is for fun clothing. That is for entertainment and going out. That is for your Netflix, your entertainment, things like that. So 30% allocation for that. And then finally, there's a 20% allocation for the future, which is paying off debt or saving for emergencies, or also saving for investments and whatnot. Now, the problem with the 50-30-20 is that it assumes a fixed income. So this is difficult. This 50-30-20 is difficult to do for people with a variable income. And also, you have to consider context. If you earn a low income, like myself and my wife, at one point we were earning so little money that you kind of have to live off 80% must go to the boring stuff, and then maybe you've got 20% for fun. You go out once to a restaurant and that's it. That's your entire fun budget is blown by just that one restaurant visit. It must be taken into context. It's a very easy budgeting system to do because it's better than having no budget. Also, if you earn a high income, the 50% might be too big of an allocation. Some people feel like the fun allocation of 30% is too big. So what I recommend for people who love this method is actually to change the percentages according to the way you see it fit. However, 50-30-20 is a good starting point and it's easy to implement. Right, let's get to the zero-based budget. Popularized by Dave Ramsey. And this method is usually done for businesses because businesses know often what their monthly costs are. And it's easier for a business to do the zero-based budget. This is often how the zero-based budget is done, right? And the way it works is you've got the income, which could be fixed or variable, and then every expense is allocated an amount according to what it is, the exact amount, and then at the end, the expenses and savings/debt allocation must equal to the income that is going to come in that month or anticipated to come in, and therefore it is based on zero because the income minus expenses plus debt and investments must equal to zero. Now, it is extremely accurate, but it's very time consuming because the zero-based budget, you're supposed to be doing it every month anew. And so it's quite time consuming to do the zero-based budget. It's also very detail orientated. So people who are naturally good with numbers, accountants, engineers, people who are very system orientated, detail orientated, they would love the zero-based budget. Now, the big thing is, it's important to know that you can cross this road at any time. You can go from the 50-30-20 method to the zero-based budget, depending on, especially if you've got like flexible income, it's quite nice to allocate the money in a very accurate way. Whereas if you know you're going to get this income for the same month, every month is going to be, let's say, $5,000 a month, then you know exactly how to allocate that. So my recommendation is if you earn a fixed salary, you're the average person earning a fixed salary, the 50-30-20 budgeting method is a great start. And also allocate the percentages to what makes sense to you, but the 20% future get to allocation is quite a good That's quite a good benchmark for paying off debts and saving for investments and other purchases. However, if you earn variable income, you're in a business, you're a freelancer, it might be daunting to do, but doing the zero-based budget will actually serve you much better. So in the comments, let me know which method you prefer, and if this is the first time that you've seen this, I hope that I've done a decent explanation today about how to allocate your money and just get better at your personal finances. All right, I'm trying to shift away from making tax videos because tax is very niche and it's very country specific. So this is my first shot at, let's say, a general topic which applies to everyone. So let me know how I did. All right, cheers everyone.